Today I'm here with a brand new style from Belle Tress. This is a very low density, no permatease, very flat to the head style. Her name is Manchester, and I have this beautiful girl in the color Milkshake Blonde R. We're going to talk all about this wig and this color. My name is Denise. I'm also known as heywigsister on Instagram and Facebook. I am partnering with Name Brand Wigs to bring you this review. I'm very grateful to them for the opportunity to show you so many styles. They carry all the major name brands, and if you're struggling or maybe looking for something in particular and you're having trouble finding it, I recommend you send them an email, support@namebrandwigs.com, and they'll do their very best to help you. I will put a link in the description as well as a coupon code that will save you on Belle Tress wigs and most of the brands that they carry. Let's take a look at this one from all sides. Now in the beginning, I mentioned that this is very low density. This is extremely low density. Very natural, low density, no permatease. So it is incredibly flat. There is no volume, no poof on this one. And if you like a little bit of volume and poof, this is absolutely not the piece for you. I've got some hair on me or something. No matter what you do to this piece, you're not going to get any real volume in the top of it. Even if you play with it, there just isn't permatease and hair density to really give you any lift. This piece has a left mono part and a lace front. So it's got a very natural hairline. There's that hairline. Belle Tress does such a good job with their hairlines, especially with their blonde pieces. So if you like to wear your hair up off your face, you absolutely can, because it has a beautiful lace front. You can clip it up. If you want extreme lift in the front so it really has a cowlick, you can use a hot tool on this because it is made with heat-friendly fibers. Personally, I like to use a hot comb to maybe set a part line and get lift in the front. I have a video showing how I like to use a hot comb on pieces like this. I'll make sure it's linked below. But you can also wear it with a full bang. I'll actually show you that when I put her back on. So this is the inside of the cap. There's that left mono part, left going over to the right. We have an extended lace front, ear to ear, open wefted. We have an extended nape with Velcro adjusters, soft ear tabs with bendable stays. It's a really lightweight cap. Just the entire kind of the theme of this wig, in my opinion, is how lightweight and low density it is, which I know for many wig wearers, especially for those of us who've been losing our hair for a long time, when we first start out with wigs, it's a real challenge. Everything feels like it's too much hair and therefore it feels wiggy. This is about as low density as you can get and hide the cap. I mentioned that you could wear this with a full bang if you don't want to get lift in the front, and that's what the bang looks like out of the box. So it is a little bit of a longer bang, which is fine if you like to sweep the hair away from your face. But if you want to wear it with a full bang, you may need to do some trimming, and I have a video showing how to use a thinning razor to trim bangs. It is really foolproof. You don't need to have any skill or a steady hand. And a wig like this with a partial bang already there, so it has the template all ready for you, it would be really easy to fix it to be exactly where you want it. One of the things I like to mention when I do wig reviews are little things that I think could be challenging to the new wig wearer. Not that they're bad in and of themselves, but when you're new, there's just so many things you don't know. And one of those things would be flyaways on a straight piece like this. I find that straight wigs, especially Belle Tress heat-friendly fibers, have quite a few flyaways in the very beginning. Little pieces of hair here and there that kind of like to separate from the rest of them and maybe stick up a little bit or hang in your face. That is something that will dissipate over time. I have a video showing how to use 𝘮𝘬𝘢 Peace Out cream. It's a styling cream to really tamp down flyaways. There's lots of different things you can try, different products, but at the end of the day, these fibers, when they're new, they're very soft and very silky and prone to flyaways, but over time that will dissipate. So you can use products in the meantime, but I just wanted to point it out. Again, it's not bad. It's just a unique feature of straight wigs, especially heat-friendly synthetics, that you should be aware of. Let's talk about fit. Belle Tress as a brand is known for running larger than average. That is until their city collection came along. So for a long time, they had what was called their cafe collection, and that collection ran large. It's often called a big head friendly brand. I think it was a great brand for women with average large head measurements. And so that's why I think it's super important that I point out that their city collection, which is what this wig is a part of, is not running as big as their cafe collection, as their original collection. So if you're new to Belle Tress, this is news to you. You're not aware of this, but for those of you familiar, I do find the city collection wigs, again, this is one of them, to run a little smaller than their typical. Now, they still run really average. I'm getting some extra cap on the top. I'm wearing a wig grip today because this does run a little big on me. I have a pretty average petite head measurement, and so it helps to hold the wig securely, especially as I'm playing with it, as I'm showing it. I don't want to pull it off of my head as I'm doing that. So I'd say this is running closer to average than typical for Belle Tress. And so if you are average large, I would just point out that these aren't going to feel as roomy on you, or even maybe as comfortable on you as their cafe collection. So just be aware of that. Some of it's trial and error. I have found some variation even in this collection. Some run bigger than others. I would say this feels like it's running pretty true to average to me. Overall, super cute style. I mean, it's got the low density. It has that polished haircut. It's definitely, you take time to get your hair shaped and cut at the salon. And so I think if you're looking for a easy throw and go, a really professional cut, this could be a great one for you. It doesn't have a lot of length at all, so you're not getting friction on these fibers, which is what's really hard on heat-friendly fibers. And so I think this one is not going to require any extra care than a regular synthetic might, because you're not getting the friction on those ends. But the benefit of heat-friendly fibers, they do tend to be quite a bit less shiny than regular synthetic. I personally think they feel really realistic. I actually prefer heat-friendly fibers over regular synthetic. So when it's in a shorter style or a straight style, that's a bonus, because I just don't think they're going to be that challenging to care for. So if you've never tried heat-friendly fibers before, a short piece like this would be a great one to start with. All right, let's talk about this color, Milkshake Blonde R. This is yet another blonde from the Belle Tress line of wigs. They really do love their blondes over at Belle Tress. So this is more of a kind of a white blonde base. There's a lot of kind of whitish platinum-y blonde in here. Then there's honey and caramel or caramel lowlights. So we've definitely got more of a white blonde and then a lot of kind of honey and caramel lowlights to give it dimension, but still maintain the blonde nature of this piece. And it says R, so that means it's rooted, and so there is that root. The root is darker than the lowlights, but it's a short root. It's more of a shadow. So while I would say that this is a bit on the kind of medium brown scale of brunettes, it doesn't look like grow out to me. It doesn't look like you're in between coloring. It looks intentional, but it is a bit of a darker root. Beautiful color. I think this is probably close to Shaded Biscuit by Raquel Welch. If you're familiar with that, that's what this reminds me of. All right, everyone. Hope this helped. Let's get outside so you can see this color outside. I'll put some details and some helpful videos in the description box below. See you soon. All right, here you go. This is the perfect sun for this. High clouds, so it's not a harsh, direct sunlight, but it is bright sun. If I could do all my outdoor looks in sun like this, I would be so happy. You can see that root. Not dark, not long at all, really natural. All right, there you go. Hey friends, thanks so much for watching. Here are a few videos I think you might enjoy. Go ahead and click on one and watch.